Good morning, Michelle Saxman here, and ready to share with you some time with Jesus Calling by Sarah Young on March the 5th. Make friends with the problems in your life. Though many things feel random and wrong, remember that I am sovereign over everything. I can fit everything into a pattern for good, but only to the extent that you trust me. Every problem can teach you something, transforming you little by little into the masterpiece I created you to be. The very same problem can become a stumbling block over which you fall if you react with distrust and defiance. The choice is up to you, and you will have to choose many times each day whether you trust me or defy me. The best way to befriend your problems is to thank me for them. This simple act opens your mind to the possibility of benefits flowing from your difficulties. You can even give persistent problems nicknames, helping you to approach them with familiarity rather than with dread. The next step is to introduce them to me, enabling me to embrace them in my loving presence. I will not necessarily remove your problems, but my wisdom is sufficient to bring good out of every one of them. Well, I really like this one, especially since one day last week I mentioned that Steve Harvey had used the phrase, in every problem, circumstance, mess. In every one of those, there's a lesson and a blessing. And we're reminded of that today because every problem can teach, which means there will be a lesson in it if we're looking for it. And then the other piece is the blessing, which says that open your mind to the possibility of benefits flowing from your difficulties. So there's the opportunity for the blessing. And then giving some of our problems, the repetitive problems, some nicknames and being familiar with them. So I kind of thought about that today and this morning, and what kind of nicknames can we give it? Because, God does have a sense of humor. So if, oh gosh, here comes coworker worries, or oh my, it's time to tame the dragon because, one of the kids is coming at you with fire or something. But coming up with some nicknames that repetitive problems that you're seeing in your life, become familiar with them, and then taking those to our Heavenly Father and saying, Lord, this is for you and I to work out together, but it's not just for me to solve. This took me back to something that I had learned last year in a Bible study. And this one leader was saying that she enjoys what she was trying to do. And I was like, gosh, this would have been a good thing for Lent. But anyway, it's never too late to get started. And that is to sit at the end of the day and reflect back on the times throughout the day, and I'll say where your nerves were twerked, where you feel like you just kind of got flicked in the head, or something annoyed you, something got, and you recognize that, and then sit with those at the end of the day and say, Heavenly Father, what is it you want to work in me on that, so that it's not just the person that is coming to you that's making you go like this. What is it about you that needs to be worked on? Where is it? Because He's going to continue the process until we are the masterpiece. Little by little, you will turn into the masterpiece I created you to be. So using these things for good, knowing that we trust Him, I think that's the biggest thing, is when we try to control the situation, we've totally defied Him. So whatever the circumstance, whatever the problem, whatever the trouble, whatever the trial, no, you're not alone. But it's also kind of nice to sit back, give it a name. If it's going to continue to repeat itself in your life, give it a name. Sit and talk with our Heavenly Father. Just have a conversation. He's there to make us be the best version of ourselves so we can reflect His light into the life of others. So y'all have a super blessed day. Stay connected to the vine, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.